Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday. I am pulling out a chair and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about this haul. I had to do a little haul from Aldi's today, only because I don't want to get caught without a few things. I totally forgot that it is Easter week and I might need some more eggs. Just some fresh stuff I needed, and we're going to talk about it. But before we do, I am going to ask you, as always, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and as always, leave a comment. We're going to talk about the prices and shortages, and just supply in general. We're just going to talk about that, and how things have changed. So I'm going to go through what I have, and then we'll have a little discussion. All right, so here we go. The fresh pineapple that I got last week is almost gone. I cut it up. It's in a mason jar in the refrigerator. It's delicious, but I don't want to run out of anything fresh, so I got one cantaloupe. Once again, I cannot justify the price of grapes, so I'm just not getting them. Eggs were $5 and change a dozen. Did I want to pay that much? No, I didn't. But I'm down to less than a dozen, and who the heck knows what's going to happen. So I picked up 2 more dozen, and coffee is going through the roof. I don't usually use this brand. I used to before, but I started using Maxwell House, but the prices of Maxwell House is getting astronomical. So I want to get a little more ahead, add to the stash of coffee. So I'm going to try these two. And you know what? If SHTF happens, it's coffee, right? And I have instant, so I should be okay. Needed a sour cream. Needed? Well, yeah, because I make some of my salad dressings with reduced fat sour cream. I love their scented candles by Huntington Home. I actually think that they are better than Yankee. And my other candle finished, so had to get another one. Okay, trying to cut costs for the yogurt. Now, the Chobani, I missed the sale when they were $1 a cup. Or a cup for these little containers. I remember when Aldi's had these a lot cheaper. I'll get into the prices of that in a minute. But, yeah, I have been eating 1 yogurt a day. Sometimes 2 if I want a snack or something. But I'm loving it. I'm loving the flavored yogurt as opposed to buying a big 32-ounce container of plain yogurt and then adding fruit to it. I wasn't eating the yogurt. I was just throwing it out. These I'm eating, and they have a multi-purpose. I use the cups for my plants. I'm adding 2 more crushed tomatoes to the stash. I usually like to use pastine crushed tomatoes or kitchen-ready tomatoes, but Happy Harvest is really good. It makes a real good sauce. I got some cheddar cheese just because I didn't have any in the house, and I may make myself a quesadilla. They were running out of pasta. They only had 1. So the shopper from Instacut sent me a message and asked if I still wanted it, and I said yes. I have spaghetti, and I wanted to start getting my stash of macaroni. Well, you guys call it pasta, but I call it macaroni. Wanted to get that built up again after I made sure that I used up everything. So 1 box is 1 box. I'll go back another time and get it. And no grocery haul for Mimi would be complete without a bag of peanut M&Ms. If you know, you know. Okay, so now that you guys saw what I got, we're going to talk about this a little bit. And a little bit about what is going on. Let's start with the yogurt. These yogurts used to be 35 cents at Aldi. Now, I am not squawking at all about paying 69 cents for each cup. However, they've doubled in price. But if I look at it a different way, they're over $1 a cup for Chobani at the markets, at the big stores. So I saved a lot of money. And I do check ingredients, make sure it's natural, and there's no hormones used in the cow that produced the milk that produced the yogurt. So they're as healthy as I can get them. And yeah, I like my yogurt for my protein. It's been helping me a lot. Also, the coffee. All right, let's talk about the coffee. The coffee was limited at Aldi's. You could only get 2 per order. No matter what it was, you could only get 2 per order. So I did get 2 of the big ones. I was going to get 4 if they allowed it, but I had to settle for the 2. So that tells me that between the coffee shortage and the tariffs, coffee is going to be skyrocketing. Eggs were also limited to 2 dozen. Hopefully, I guess they're from the United States. Yes, they are. But I don't know. I guess the egg shortage is still going strong. So these were limited to 2 dozen. I actually don't need more than 2 dozen. This is enough to get me through. Plus, I have like 8 left in another 8 or 9 in the other carton in the fridge. But I just wanted 2 dozen. I may do some baking this week. Who knows? And eggs are a good source of protein as well. But yeah, so there was runs on the eggs and the coffee and even the pasta. She said they had no other pasta left. They had that and spaghetti. I have 6 boxes of spaghetti. Didn't really want spaghetti again. So this is what it's looking like. And guess how much this was? Okay. Yeah, I did treat myself to $5 M&Ms. But guess how much this came to? And I'm really, really shocked. Okay, you ready, guys? $58. $58 for everything. Look at it. 2 dozen of eggs. 2 cans of coffee. Okay, yes, I did buy a candle for five and change. Sour cream, yogurt, a cantaloupe, cheese, M&Ms, 1 box of pasta, and 2 cans of tomatoes. $58. So, remember when I said I was going to start slowing down on the stockpiling? Okay, not only did I stick my foot in my mouth, I exchanged feet. So, what I'm going to do is slowly stop building up my stash again. I mean, I have plenty, and there are multiples. Let's just put it that way. Am I going to slow down? Nope. No, I'm not. I will continue with the freezer and refrigerator challenge because that stuff can be perishable. Things get freezer burn, like Misty was saying today in her video. You got to use it up because it can get freezer burn as well, even if you pack it really well and wrap it well and whatever. So I will continue to eat down my kitchen freezer. Am I going to unplug my deep freezer and just let it run? Run its course and say thank you for your service? No, I don't think so. I am going to be defrosting that this week. It's on my list of projects, and I am going to be filling it back up. So I am still taking part in Misty's challenge, but with everything going on and the prices of food now and shortages and limits and everything else, no, I'm not going to stop. And I honestly don't blame the tariffs because these prices were through the roof before. There's been bad weather growing the crops of coffee bean. Like last year and I think the year before. And we all knew that a coffee shortage was going to be coming and that the prices were going to skyrocket. We know that they're messing with the eggs, okay? There is no bird flu as far as I'm concerned. My opinion, do your research, but I just think it's another way to raise the prices and just aggravate us to no end. They have come down a lot from $7 to $5 something. So things are straightening out. It's only been 3 months with a new president, so give him time, okay? This is not a political announcement or endorsement. I'm just saying give him time. 3 months, he's starting to undo what happened over the last 4 years. So this is what Brandon did to us. This is $58. We are still feeling the pinch from the last 4 years. So my advice to everyone is to keep prepping. Let me know in the comments below if you're having shortages or limits on anything in your stores. Let me know if you think this is worth $58, because I sure don't. All right, guys, have a great day. Be blessed. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you on my next video.